Once upon a time, in ancient China, more than 2,600 years ago, during the spring-autumn period, which was right before the warring stage period, there was a rivalry between the kingdom of Jin and the kingdom of Chu. The rivalry erupted into open conflict. The clash was fierce and bloody, but in the end, Jin suffered a crushing defeat, while Chu emerged victorious. After the battle, some of the Chu generals, intoxicated by triumph, proposed a grim monument. They wished to heap together the corpses of the former enemy's fallen soldiers to form a towering platform of skulls. This macabre structure, they argued, would serve as a commemoration of true victory and also as a reminder to Jin of defeat. King Zhuang of Chu, Chu Zhuang Wang, rejected this idea outright. He spoke to his generals, and he spoke with clarity and moral authority. He said, "The purpose of war is not to flaunt military might, nor to revel in slaughter. Its true aim is to bring peace and stability to the common people." Look closely at the character for Wu. It means the essence of the warrior. It is the martial in martial arts. It is the war in warfare and warrior. Look at this character. It is composed of two parts. The left part is the character that means to stop. And the right side is the character for a weapon, a spear-like weapon with a blade attached to the end, very common in those historic times. To stop the spear means to end the fighting. That is the true martial virtue. To seize the clash of weapons, not to glorify them. That is the highest achievement of war. The truth of this conviction silenced the generals. Then King Zhuang ordered not the construction of the Grizzly Skull Tower, but instead the building of an ancestral hall. There, he commanded solemn rites to honor the dead. On both sides, he ensured that the fallen soldiers of both sides were all given proper burials. Only after these rituals of respect were completed did he quietly lead his army back home without boastful displays. This deliberate modesty, at first glance, might be misconstrued as weakness to the uninformed. Yet, in truth, it revealed a deeper strength, the strength of restraint, of reverence for life, and of alignment with the natural order, Tian Dao, the way of heaven. By respecting both friend and foe, the king demonstrated that the highest form of victory was not domination, but harmony. His actions embody the supreme art of war, one that won not through fear, but through the hearts of the people. And this is corresponding exactly to the message from Lao Tzu. Achieves results, but does not brag. Achieves results, but does not flaunt. Achieves results, but is not arrogant. This message, winning without gloating, remaining humble, can apply to us. For instance, to end a fight instead of scoring points. Suppose you have a family member who said something unfair. You could counter that with something that is equally sharp. But you instead slow the conversation because what you really want is peace, not victory. This causes the tension to drop. This is the meaning of stopping the weapon or the spear or ending the conflict, as you see in the character. Or think about what happens when a coworker, neighbor, or friend is depending on you to help them out of a mistake they have made. They have become rather annoying, in your opinion, but you help them anyway without having to remind them of their error. You are demonstrating strength by not exploiting the advantage that you have. Think about friends. Perhaps there's a falling out that happens in a group of friends, and you recognize that even if someone was right and someone else was wrong, bottom line was that people were hurt. So you avoid gossip, you avoid taking sides, you help everyone save face so the group can come back together. That is stopping, ending the conflict. For yourself, perhaps you have a windfall, you have good fortune, you have achieved something that others want. Promotion, praise, recognition. The message of this story tells you to not posture. You simply thank others and move on, preventing resentment against you, keeping relationships intact, to be gracefully humble in a personal victory. So the bottom line is that in daily life, for us, as well as ancient times for the king, true strength is knowing when to stop pressing. Peace maintained is much more valuable than dominance being displayed.